Hey everyone, it's LS and Nemesis. This is one of the Patreon exclusive videos. This is only uploaded onto Patreon at this current point in time, with no intentions to upload it to YouTube or anything like that. So this video is, again, Patreon exclusive. The Chovy video, which you might have seen on YouTube, is not Patreon exclusive, but those videos are going to be less frequent than Patreon uploads. Obviously, they are just there to bring attention to the fact that these exist on Patreon. So without further ado, let's just get into it. It's basically going to be sort of like old commentary videos that I did. Nemesis is here with me. We're going to go over the laning phase, talk about everything that is going on, and we'll talk about minion wave states, trading, trade patterns, everything, and all that other good stuff. So
yeah, we see action level 1 already in minute 130 with a chain start on the Blanc. Well, that's not ideal start for Showmaker.
There's audio in the video. I'll mute it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's gonna maybe be late for the wave as well on mid lane. That's gonna be XP minus, but this is a Fiesta.
Yeah. I mean,
his team is winning. This is
his team's
huge.
Super far ahead.
Chain start is not the worst in LeBlanc, honestly.
I mean, he's against LeBlanc, or he's against Nocturne, right? So Nocturne got a first kill, so Nocturne's going to come back probably longsword.
Yeah.
I think if Nocturne's good, he comes back with refillable and control ward. I think that would probably make the most sense. So right now, he should immediately... Oh, actually, yeah, boots and double red pot. So right now, all he can really do there's actually no point autoing him that much unless he's able to weave in multiple autos without taking damage from spellcasters, which he can do here. Yeah, it doesn't take too much damage. The reason that you don't do that is because he has Doron shield. So if you just hit one auto, it's not going to do anything. Umberglaives, he's just going to regen all the way back to full.
The autos don't do much, basically. Nocturne's just out-sustaining them. And now the lane's pushing into him. He's a bit sloppy on the last hit mechanic. Okay.
He's gonna
using chain for that is fine. You're full mana anyway, and you kill minions, so you regen mana. W that. This is just all last hitting. He's probably playing attack speed rune. I mean, I'm pretty sure he is. That helps you last hit early game a lot. That was a good chain.
Yeah.
You should just focus on minions. That's pretty much it. This is good CSing.
Super good CSing.
Yeah.
He shouldn't go for anything on Nocturne.
Graves is close proximity. He can only like auto attack Nocturne. It's not worth like spell casting. Q is fine because mana flow proc and 50 mana only.
Oh yeah. The thing, any auto attacks, it doesn't really matter. So the way that if you're Nocturne right now inside of this lane, the way that you would be, that's actually Doinb.
Yeah.
I just read the title, but so that's actually Doinb. Anyways, the thing is if you're Nocturne, you have Doron shield, you have his passive, you should be trying to play a War of Attrition. War of Attrition is when you try to win something that has to do with mostly economy or resources or something like that. So if Nocturne can somehow trade LeBlanc's mana for Nocturne's HP, it ultimately ends up being a win because LeBlanc doesn't have teleport. LeBlanc should only use spellcasts on Nocturne when mana flow is up. And then outside of that, really shouldn't use any spells until she has more points in her abilities. It would just make no sense.
Yeah. We're just gonna probably clear this wave and then look to ward, most likely.
Yep.
Any damage on Nocturne is meaningless. He will just out-sustain by attacking minions with passive.
Yep. These autos are fine because there's only one minion.
Yeah, but I was thinking maybe auto it faster, kill it faster, and then ward. Right now, bot lane is fighting. He didn't look at it very well, but he's gonna be able to finish the crab now because the crab has lost its resistance. If he can steal the Kane's crab right here, this would be huge. He actually does. This is really huge. Yeah. It's 77 gold. That's like a minion wave, pretty much. He lost one minion for that. Doesn't matter because the crab gives you more XP and way more gold than the minion loss.
Actually, incoming minion wave proximity I think is too far. It's not worth tanking to try to get a freeze because Nocturne would just re-walk up. So now what he should be thinking... Oh, actually Nocturne stays. This is a little surprising, but basically what he should be thinking is to slow push as fast as... Or slow push as much as possible, and then wait for, you identify this as 1, and then this would be 2, right? So you determine the minion movement speed to mid lane, you wait for it to pile, and then you try to get it into Nocturne with distortions, but
yeah,
that's
you
pretty
need
much it.
Lost Chapter by.
Yeah.
There's no reason to base anything earlier than Lost Chapter at this point.
This poke's really good. You try to zone him out of EXP and stuff. The Q drew minion aggro, but
he
it
also
doesn't matter.
lost one minion. I mean, that's not ideal.
Yeah.
But it happens, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, he also has Alistar's close proximity. It's nice for him to watch some other lanes. But F-Kiss would be faster.
This is really weird that he's not attacking the spellcasters and then just going for distortion.
Yeah, he should be crashing
He
this
should
wave
just
from
be
basing.
crashing immediately, but he's actually a little bit too slow. He's in a race against 3 right now, and you can see that it's failed.
I guess the question
Look at
is, let's say
incoming 3.
he crashes early. Anyway, he doesn't have enough gold.
You just wait at last step because he needs 8 seconds for recall, 5 seconds last step.
I think
because he's half mana.
Yeah, but he would have need 40 gold, I think.
I think that's fine. Lost chapter.
Nocturne pushes back really fast. Hard to say. But since he didn't recall, now he's kind of locked into lane. I'm not sure how he's going to be able to get a base now, because Nocturne can always deep-push the wave.
Yep.
And Nocturne's going to be probably the first one basing now at this point.
Yep. So what he should try to do is hold this wave and then recall on it.
I think... honestly, he can kill the wave with ult level up and then double ult. That's a possibility.
Nocturne... yeah, it would just end up being a reset. Oh, what is he?
He's gonna try to kill him, but I think that might be a mistake. Not sure if he has enough damage. There's no way he does.
Nocturne's popping.
So all the mana that he's basically casting on Nocturne is just a waste. It's just a waste.
So if we rewind really quick, basically when he goes for the trade, what he's saying is that he can somehow kill him within the spell rotation that's going to come up, either by chasing with flash or something else. But the problem is that, again, Nocturne has Doran Shield, Nocturne has his passive, Nocturne has pot going. I can't speak.
Yeah, and he's level up.
He can't actually threaten lethal, but the race against time is you identify this is 1, and then this is 2, and then you determine the incoming minion wave's movement speed, and then you try to coordinate that against your recall of 8 seconds. And now, because he's missing all mana, he's going to want almost 10 seconds. Probably going to be 8 because he has Lost Chapters, so he can rely on Eternity passive when he pops level up.
Yeah.
So he'll have a little bit more time running off a Fountain, and then you factor in LeBlanc's base movement speed, how long it takes to get back to the lane. And all of these things should just be factored in. So obviously, the trade maybe only makes sense if Nocturne's really going to respect Graves. But there's no way to do that.
Yeah. There's a lot of action in like bot lane and top in this game, and he's obviously not a part of it.
Yeah.
But that's just sometimes mid laner's life. I wonder if Nocturne right now is ulting just for like vision denial, or is it actually... No, he's actually there. He TP'd. No, he actually went top.
He went top, yep.
Never mind. I thought he would base. But he one-shots the wave, now he gets Lost Chapter. Now the question here is Lost Chapter boots or Lost Chapter Darkseal? In my opinion, Darkseal should be the winner. The bank has enough base movement speed. Yep. And she has like mobility.
And he already had the crash.
And no, I guess it's gonna be boots.
No.
He disagrees. I also don't think Pinkward does anything really.
So I feel like the boots don't really do anything, because if LeBlanc's trying to move anywhere, then Nocturne's probably just moving faster in general, right? But there's no way where she just gets to arbitrarily leave the lane, so the boots don't really make sense. The other thing about this that's a little bit weird is now I guess it opens her up to an 800 recall, but that's kind of strange in itself because 850 is the recall for Luden, so doesn't make too much sense because of Sorkpen boots.
Yeah. So now because he's level 7, his spells do more damage. Oh, Doinb really messed up. Oh, that okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Clean.
Okay, I mean, Nocturne failed the spell shield on the W distortion damage, so that's a lot of damage that he took for free. And then the flash chain was just a nice reaction to Nocturne's flash, pretty much.
Now we should just insta shove the wave reset and then get Sorkpen boots.
Yeah.
Rather than getting blasting.
Yeah. Because
now he's not playing an honest game anymore. So he'll CS this. It's good to do spell. Yeah.
Base damage really rough. That was really good, by the way. I don't know if people noticed, but he pressed base before the minion died because he realized there's no way in time he's gonna get the auto attack off. So he just presses base and recalls like half a second earlier. And also the W that he goes through Nexus is good. It's
Yep.
like a LeBlanc thing. Because it's more faster than if you just go to like through a tower.
That was close. So we did get the Sorkpen boots. So
Yeah.
this is really good. He's a little bit too late to get back to lane and hold a freeze, which you could maybe argue doing because he has refillable at this point. So he can blow one in terms of having the lane on his side and then Nocturne. Yep. So here you use F keys. You look for the dust trail
Yeah.
in the darkness and it
Yeah.
lets you know. And had he gotten back to the lane and had Nocturne gone top lane and he had a freeze, he could probably perma hold the freeze, but now he's going to TP.
He's really fast here with decisions, by the way.
Yeah.
He's not hesitant at all, which is really good to see.
Yeah.
Gets a kill. Midland wave crashed in the meantime, so he's not losing anything there. Nocturne is losing a lot. And now he's gonna get solo XP on top lane as well. Maybe 2 waves. Alice, where's the ad blocker?
What?
Okay. He's probably gonna push 2 waves. Should be.
Yeah.
Pushing 2 waves.
Silas should go mid
And
here.
he gets a perfect buy again for blasting. So
Blasting,
this is really good buy values. He's also last hitting pretty well. I think Cho with Homer.
True.
Kennen cannot do anything to her. He should base now. He should base. He should not look to poke. Blue? What? Should base. Should base and get blue after
Yeah,
base.
this is really strange that he elects to stay.
I mean, I'm not saying this is like bad necessarily, because sometimes
It's
in
bad.
solo queue, yeah, but sometimes in solo queue it's like you're overstaying and it turns out good, you know.
Yeah.
But in competitive play, you're always basing here.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just no reason not to, right?
So the thing here is that at this point with the blue, what he's ultimately saying is that he's willing to stay 6 more waves. So he's willing to play the map for 3 more minutes. Now the blue will bring him back to full.
Yeah.
2 waves will give him eternity. So if he plays out 6 waves, it'll also give him another level up. So he actually gets 2 eternities. So that's pretty valuable. But I guess when you're doing this, you're trying to just curve right into Ludens.
Yeah.
So this is
we have a random fight.
yeah.
This is not looking too hot. I mean, he's fine because he's LeBlanc in this case. He did take some
Well, he has double
damage.
buff. Yep.
Yeah, he does have red buff and refillable, so he's gonna be able to sustain.
I think actually killing those 2 minions is a mistake. Reason I say this is because I wonder if they can actually cause this to die.
Yeah, that's a good point. It would
Nocturne's
be-
too far away. So a lot of people don't know this, but there's different turret range on. So if Nocturnes hit the turret, the range is something like this.
Yeah.
Something like this, or it's maybe like this. If Nocturne hasn't hit the turret, it's like this. So there's actually 2 ranges. Believe it's yeah. So Nocturne, there's no way for him to actually walk up into this range, but I'm not sure if these 2 minions actually kill this.
I think they wouldn't, but it's very close.
Yeah, it's really
But
close.
it's
I
hard
think
to
he
say.
should, not rush it. Still let it get within 1 auto or something.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's a little bit weird. He doesn't want to actually insta-shove the wave because he has double buff, so he wants to abuse red buff burn. And so playing right pocket is the best thing he can do because he knows that he's only in danger from left side. So playing right pocket, best thing he can do. He could... That's actually really weird. That is...
Okay. So, first of all, he has red trinket, okay? He has no vision. Just look at the minimap. He has no vision left side.
Yeah.
I mean, he shouldn't play like that. He should just probably insta-shove the wave or just play slow push mode with a lot of safety. And then second of all, it's like, before he died, he tried to like do the clone trick, right? Moving the clone and just pretending like he's the fake one. But it didn't work, enemies knew.
Yeah.
When Nocturne casts E on the real LeBlanc, it's very easy to know which one is the real one and which one's the fake one.
The thing that, I was thinking, and I think he was thinking it too, is Kayn would just go and do his right side camps and then not attempt a gank.
It's solo queue. I don't think you account it that way.
Right, but I imagine that that's what he's thinking as well. You know, especially because Nocturne's so low on mana. Obviously, like, it's nice that they went for it, but I think in most cases, if Showmaker doesn't walk up as far as he does, if he just continues to go back because Nocturne moved back, the gank never works. Kane's just praying. Like, that just seems really, really, really bad. But it works.
Yeah. The fear went off on the real one, so
Yeah.
it's just easy to know. Oh, he's going Everfrost? Huh.
That's a little weird. Perhaps he's doing this so he can stop Kane from entering him. I'm not totally
I mean,
sure.
there's some combos with Everfrost and a Blanc, right? Perma
Yeah.
chain with CC, and you can stop Kane from like coming into you. It's
Yeah.
a good item into Kane.
Oof.
Decent into Nocturne.
Tristana's
And
doing
maybe he-
very
may-
well.
Yeah, maybe he's accounting also that enemy gets MR because he already has a Silas in his team. Because Nocturne already has Mercs, for example. But he's in general a bit lucky this game. He has hard winning bot lane, he has
Yep.
hard winning top lane. Or I don't know about top lane, but I know bot lane is hard winning actually. Yeah,
That
was
hurt.
Yeah.
That hurt.
So when you're LeBlanc and your teammates are winning, usually you're gonna win.
Yeah.
I mean that's just a mid laner's life.
Could just insta shove the wave.
Yeah, he should insta shove. He's gonna use
Yeah.
probably ult. Oh no.
He doesn't want to, I guess.
He's still level 10, so the ult is a bit high cooldown compared to 11.
Right here, he could go for chain. Yep.
I wonder if, no, I think that's just completely pointless. I know he takes like 200 HP, I think it's so pointless.
Oh,
I don't see
Kane.
what good it does. Okay, misses another chain.
Don't
This
know
is
who
just-
Story Jug is.
Not sure, I
Okay.
do play with him.
Yeah.
A lot of times, yeah.
Okay. Well, at this point, it's not really about fighting Nocturne straight up.
At this point, mid lane is not even
Yeah.
a 1v1 lane anymore,
Yeah.
as you can see.
It's a
Gets
nice
his
spell shield.
W. That's
He should
not
probably
ward.
play a mini game. He should probably try to play a mini game here.
That's not word, by the
Yeah.
way. Look at what
Yeah,
happens
he
to the
missed a
cannon
cannon.
minion.
Yeah.
That's just bad.
The thing is that the dust trail though, I get the only thing that you can try to do is try to play a mini game and bait the spell shield, but then you have to be willing to commit your flash, and that's just not good. Okay.
I am confused what's going on there.
Yeah, I can't totally tell. What?
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 I have no idea what's going on.
Okay. Graves is just gonna shove, I guess. Okay. LeBlanc's gonna get it with. All right, autos. I mean, he should just reset. Oh well, he has refillable cell. He could just sell a refillable.
Yeah, but he got the pink word gold, so.
Yeah.
Okay, Kane execute the tower.
Mhm.
Honestly, this is a bit of a fiesta right now.
Yeah.
Not
I
so
don't
many
know what he's
mid lane.
doing. He should just reset. Let Graves take the mid wave. I mean, there's no reason not to let Graves take the mid wave.
Yeah, we're sinning. We're sinning.
Okay, we're sinning. Okay, cool.
That's a free
This
kill.
was terrible. Honestly, I mean, what was that? Was if Crownie was playing Gragas?
He pops a Ramos emote. I think that guy is probably mentally given up. So he gets a kill. Gets yeah okay. The ward cleanup is fine because he doesn't need the extra tempo to be fast on the map in this case. He shouldn't stop. He should base no matter what here. He's gonna catch the wave in time. Dark Seal, please. Dark Seal. What the? Are we allergic to buying Dark Seal? Item's so overpowered.
I think there's even more incentive to get it in a game like this.
Yeah.
Where
so many
your
kills.
team is so far ahead, so you can really rack up the stacks on it. And with the way that the dragon timers are right now, 8 minutes, I'm not sure is enough time to actually for LeBlanc to get second item, unless she's gonna go for Zhonya's second. If it's gonna be Zhonya's second, then she can show up with Zhonya's at third dragon.
Usually people do Cosmic Drive on her, I think.
Yeah,
Which I think both Zonya and Cosmic Drive are terrible. So also just wanted to let people know the perspective. If you buy Dark Seal and you get 4 stacks, okay, let's say 1 kill and 2 assists or something, you essentially bought an Emptom additionally.
Yep.
How unbalanced
need one
is this
stack.
item?
Or no, yeah, 2.
Yeah, how unbalanced is that item?
Yeah.
And it gives you like what, 15 flat AP and like 40 HP as well. Unbalanced item. For less gold also than Emptom.
No reason not to get it, especially because then the option exists to get Mage Eyes, depending on how many stacks you
Yes.
have, and then that's a
Mage
legendary.
Eyes, yeah,
Yep.
the item the bank wants.
Shoving the waves out immediately, it's just sort of like an autopilot thing. Honestly, the way that he's playing LeBlanc, or I mean, his role as LeBlanc in this game is just support.
Support.
It's
pretty
support
much.
LeBlanc
Yeah,
now.
It's
Yeah.
support. And he's supporting Graves, which will not be good enough.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, that was expected. Now he has Everfrost to like kite maybe here? Everfrost? Ooh, he's gonna
Oh!
go. Okay.
Oh!
Goes back. Nocturne cannot catch her. There's
Yeah.
no way. He can just now perma dance around Nocturne. The question, he's telling time, but the question is when is enemy bottom coming? There they
Ooh.
are. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's gonna be worth.
Yeah,
I mean,
support
Tristana.
LeBlanc coming in, baiting for her team.
That was really well played by him.
Cosmic Drive. There we go.
Yeah, it's gonna be Cosmic. Kindle Jam. So this is where I think that stopwatch is just better. I think it just makes more sense to go. Thank you. Well,
Okay.
I mean, he heard me. 3 weeks ago, but he did hear me.
Stopwatch makes you dodge Kanar, for example.
Yeah.
Or Nocturne damage, which is something that Cosmic Drive doesn't give.
Well, the reason I think curving Zanya's here, right, is because if you win third dragon, you're gonna win the game.
Mm-hmm.
So Zanya's is gonna give him the highest chance to be that utility support LeBlanc that just goes in with chains and gets vision.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I think he's dead, by the way. Maybe?
can he outplay it?
Maybe not because of Everfrost, actually.
Yeah.
Because it buys him a lot of time. Oh! Oh, Doinb made a big mistake there. Oh, he made such a big mistake.
Oh!
He's fine, actually.
Yeah.
He expected LeBlanc to go back, but she never went back.
Yeah.
Now he has base TP, and he practically, like, yes, he lost all his HP, but he can just reset with TP. So they burned cooldowns, but he didn't.
Yep. Support LeBlanc coming in.
Support LeBlanc. Okay, here we go.
All right.
TPs.
Yeah. Oh, that wasn't clean. That was not.
yeah.
That was not
He
the
should jump. He
cleanest.
should jump.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh.
Decent Zonya.
Okay.
Nocturne should be kited here and just dies over time. Oh, no, maybe not. Never mind. Presence of Mind came clutch.
So, okay, we rewind what he does wrong here. So, right here, Cannon is going to be handled by Graves, but Slicing Maelstrom's the only out. So you should just either wait for Cannon to Slicing Maelstrom, then go in.
He could W in a way where the ult doesn't hit him, and then he can QE and then go back.
Yeah, that would be an option. And then right here, he really wanted, he wanted to kill. Yeah, you just don't go back in as fast as he did.
I think he didn't expect Nocturne to get Presence of Mind
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
But yeah, this game, I think, yeah, I don't know. Game's weird.
Very, very, very weird. Despite how
But it's only an
fed
ocean,
bottom.
so it's
Yeah.
not like it even matters.
Also, enemy Cannon is hard trolling with his build.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's,
And also, you already know that Gragas is going to build Night Troller, so
yeah.
not the end of the world. We'll skip past his death timer.
So goes from base and just looks for kills because it's solo kill. That's pretty much the TLDR here. So Alistar's Hex flashing, he can follow up, Tristana has jump. Cannon out of position. Airforce just hits the slow, that's good enough already, it doesn't have to hit the cone. I mean, Tristana is just killing everything. He practically did like 200 damage here. Or 100 maybe. Support LeBlanc.
Yeah. And that's all she is. Now the issue is if you're a mid laner and you're a champion that builds Zanya second, one of the things you got to realize when you go Zanya second is generally your utility, because the amount of gold that he needs now to curve into third item, it's not practical. But
Yeah.
also mage items in general
Are weak.
they are the item upon completion. They're not usually the recipe. Zanya's is like the only exception. So when you have Fiendish Codex, or I'll just pause for a second. But basically, when you're building the components to Zanya's 2600. When you're building the components to it, right? 900 gold, you get 35 ability power, you get the 10 ability haste. And so when you have this, you have a pretty good portion of Zanya's AP. Right, when you have Seeker's Arm Guard and you have the armor value from it, right? You get the armor or you get the AP or whatever. You also have, again, you have relative stats compared to the item, and then obviously stopwatch is the big prize, the 650. So when you're at 2 main items and then you build into Zanya's with boots, right? And you still have 3 slots open in your inventory, you can generally access 1 and stopwatch. So you can either get Codex or you can get Seekers. So when you're building into the item, it's not as painful because the recipe components are basically the item, essentially. It's not like you're losing out. You're just getting actually slot efficiency almost when you actually outright complete the item. But take, for example, an item like Demonic Embrace, which is really, really, really strong. Well, when you have the Blasting Wand, and when you have the Giant's Belt, and when you have the the Amp Tome, you don't have Demonic Embrace.
Does it even build out of Hampton?
Yeah, same components as Rylai's. So, I mean, the same thing as Rylai's, right? When you have these items, this is not the item. This has nothing to do with the item. You suddenly complete these items, and they're just massive swings in power. Void Staff, Blighted Jewel for 1250, plus you get the Blasting Wand as well. That's not the item. The item is the 40% pen. I mean, you get 15% over here. There's a really big difference between 15% and 40% penetration. So it's a really big deal when you're outright completing the items. Zanya's is one of the only exceptions to this in the game, and so especially in the jungle, if you build it second, you're going to starve as a jungler, because junglers generally don't get a lot of legendary items.
Yeah.
So you're going to really starve, and then you're going to be stuck on Stopwatch. Or you're going to be stuck on Zanya's and then never get a third item. So if you're a carry player in the game, depending on your champion, generally you don't want to go Zanya's second, because then you're stuck. This is a term that I used to use a lot on Galio and Echo and Silas, because they would just get these two items and be the same champion for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So in this game, Showmaker is stuck, but we already decided long ago that due to the events that unfolded, he's basically, his only job is to be Smoke and Mirrors, Sight, and Chains.
Kind of funny also, like LeBlanc in nature is like let's say a safe champion, especially his role this game. He's gonna be playing very safely, and he's gonna be probably collecting a lot of assists, which would also further incentivize a Darkseid purchase.
Amazing.
Because right now he would have like 5 to 10 stacks already, easily.
Well, he died once.
Sure, but like all these fights, he's just collecting assists.
Yeah.
And he's never in danger.
Nice. Oh, he didn't input the chain,
There's
but
the
yeah.
Darkseid stack.
Yeah, there it is. Maybe even a kill in a different world.
Yeah.
Alright. So he stops the recall right here. He's kind of able to do this because Nocturne's dead.
He also gets blasting needlessly if he wants to. Let's see what he goes. Oh god.
He's going them both. So he's going to wait on Kindle Gem.
Okay, that's a mistake, by the way. Selling Dorn's Ring for Kindle Gem purchase is a mistake.
Is it? You think so?
100%.
Really?
The 10 ability haste is irrelevant when you have so much of it already.
Yeah, but he gets a lot more HP.
He gets a lot more HP, but who cares about HP, no?
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's probably his logic.
I think it's a mistake.
Well, when your only utility, HP is more valuable than the little amount of AP.
But he's never really in any danger.
I hope that he lives by 200. And then, yeah. Or, well, I guess it wouldn't be exactly 200.
Yeah. So we're just sieging Midland.
Yep. Well, there's nothing really for him to do. He just has to wait. Oof.
Yeah. I think he won the lottery ticket this game.
Yeah, he did.
Jungle and Eddie Carrier just taking over. Nice.
Oh, Kane, left hand side. His camera controls a
A
little
bit
weird.
weak.
Yeah, a little weird here. Yeah, his camera's actually really slow.
Yeah, he has too
you
slow
really
mo-
notice it in these
He has
this
too
kind of a
slow
fight.
speed, yeah.
His camera speed should actually just be higher.
Yeah.
So one of the things that he could probably do if he was trying to actually improve upon this, I mean, he'll never see this video, so it doesn't matter, but it would be to gradually increase the speed of the camera by increment, like very, very small increments, and then get up to as fast as you possibly can.
Yep.
That would be ideal.
Yep.
Literally get up to 100.
Disagree.
You don't like 100?
No. I
Why?
think max is between 60 and 70. Always.
Ridiculous. Over here, ridiculous. Ooh. Well, they stayed a little bit too long. Graves is Omega fed, so...
He's doing like
ooh.
no damage.
Yeah.
Nice Zonya though.
That was
This
a
is
very,
really
very good Zonya.
Now he can
Nice
like
distortion.
escape the...
Nice double
Well,
kill.
how is he last hitting the kills, by the
Could
way?
have been Mage Eyes, by the way. I'm just pointing that out.
Could have been Mages.
Yeah.
He's last hitting every kill.
Yep. And surrender.
vote.
Alright,
I
well.
mean, the game was pretty much over. Tristana and Graves are both untouchable, and they would get on Inferno.
Noon Willem. So, okay.
What are the key takeaways?
Lover music.
Lover music. What are the
Love
key
for music.
takeaways this game, LS?
Key takeaways, I guess.
I think this is the type of game where Showmaker could probably pick any champion in League of Legends and just win, just because of the team.
I mean, the thing is going Zanya's. He clearly wanted to go Cosmic Drive, but then it seems like he reevaluated and went Zanya's, and it was the better decision. So we recognized that he just needed to be utility inside of the game. It's not. This was absolutely not a traditional LeBlanc game, in the normal sense
100%.
of the champ.
This was easy mode.
This was a super easy LeBlanc game where LeBlanc was meant to be a support for her team, and that was pretty much it. There's because of the dynamic of the laning phase, we couldn't go super in depth on like positioning because it's mostly just Nocturne shoves.
Yeah.
And then LeBlanc can't trade back against him, so it's not the most interactive laning phase, but there were still things that could have been different. And obviously, I mean, you could say didn't need to die to Kayn on that one shot, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So anyways, more videos like this will come out. They'll be uploaded onto Patreon. This was the first one that was going to be done. More of them will have more interactive, obviously, laning phases, and this one I just thought was pretty interesting because it's a non-traditional view of LeBlanc by potentially like the second or third best mid laner in the world, depending on who's in your top 3 or whatever. So that is pretty much it, and thanks for watching.
Thank you.